Mr. Moore?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I just shot you an email. Did you get it?
I did get the email. I just wanted to check and confirm something. So the information that I gave you, did you not send it to the Attorney General's office, or you did?
Sorry, I forgot about that part. Tony had said we were making sure on the taxation end.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the person who I have in my office. Let me find.
I mean, the tax part is
Sorry.
is not really the issue. I mean, I'm going to pay my taxes. I'm just trying to clarify whether the...
Well, actually, they say, I told you, as I said in there, they said a zero tax return. So you talk to them about that. I can't step in the middle of that part.
No, I understand that. My part is...
Hold on, I'm looking at what you have here.
Okay. Because, Nita, mind you, the Secretary of Agriculture, well, actually, not even Secretary of Agriculture, but, the state did issue a bill to license industrial hemp while they incarcerated me. That's a no-no.
Well, first of all, the state of New Jersey does not introduce bills. It is the legislature that's not under our purview. So I cannot address anything about a bill being introduced.
Okay.
Because a legislator,
right.
Any legislator can introduce any bill. So if you were incarcerated, were you incarcerated at the state level, or were you incarcerated at the local level?
I was, then here, again, that's where the confusion comes in. On my paperwork says
Well, who arrested you?
The state versus Robert H. Moore Jr. So, again, the locals are representing the state. So all my documentation says the state...
What were you charged with?
Possession of a controlled substance.
Okay. Again, you talking about the bill being introduced 10 days after your arrest. The legislature, the executive branch, which is the governor's office, and then you have the attorney general's office, but you also have the judicial side of it. So you have three branches.
Correct.
The governor does not have anything to do about who introduces a bill in the legislature.
Understood.
So a particular individual legislator, and actually any one of them, could introduce the same exact bill. So that part of this...
but the state activates, the bill is active.
Yeah, unless the bill is signed into law, then it becomes a law. If it's a bill, it has no jurisdiction until it's signed into law.
Right. Well,
so if it's still a bill, like you're saying, A2500 or whatever in there, I didn't look it up,
correct.
It has no force of law until it becomes a statute. And that has to go through both houses of the legislature, and it has to be signed by the governor.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's...
Are you telling me it was signed or no? Because it looks like from what you sent me...
No, I'm not saying that it was signed by the governor.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that it's clear that the state is wanting me to file my taxes and pay my taxes. At the same time, the state is charging me with criminal activity. Now, which one is it going to be?
Again, you got two different things going on here. You are looking at them as two separate things. In the sense of, from the executive branch side, which is the Division of Taxation, that's the part I can help you with.
Okay.
As far as what you are charged with, I can't step into that.
All right, that's for the Attorney General's office. And the only thing...
Well, I'll send it to them. I will send this part, but I don't think you have enough for me to send to the Attorney General's office looking at this, and I apologize.
Do you need the actual complaint from the...
Well, sure, that would probably help.
Okay.
Because if I send this to them, they're just going to say, we have nothing to do with the bill.
Okay, not a problem. I'll get that in. I just don't want there to be any confusion. Like, I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt. I have a business that the office of the governors should acknowledge to the public that it actually exists and I'm here. If not,
I don't know what you're talking about, acknowledging the business or not. I mean, there's thousands upon thousands of businesses in the state of New Jersey.
No, but there's no federally business.
I'm not going to make a comment on what your business is or whether I have no idea. I get step into places where I don't have enough information.
Right.
I don't know whether your possession of a controlled substance have to do with your business or not. I know you're saying it is, but I don't know that, Mr. Moore. So
right. Well,
why don't I'm going to hold on to this one. I'll wait for your other one. If you want to, I just feel like if I send this to the AG's office, they're going to be like, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but again, like I said, this is federal matter. You guys don't have jurisdiction, and I'm trying to...
well, obviously there is something that we have jurisdiction. Well, again, I'm not going to comment, but I'm not going to comment on what you got charged with.
Right.
The governor doesn't have jurisdiction over that part.
Right.
Okay, that goes down to the locals, and even if it gets kicked up, it goes to the prosecutor, and then above the prosecutor would be the Attorney General's office.
Right.
Where are you at in that?
Well, I've sat with the prosecutor for the county that actually charged me. And
what county is that?
State County.
Passaic County?
Yep. I've sat with the prosecutor of Patterson, who looked over all my documentation and confirmed and acknowledged to the president of the NAACP in Patterson that I have a lawful business, which allows me to do what I said. As far as having a court date, again, it's been over a year and a half, and because of my federal status, they have not even issued me a court date. I want to avoid all of this, but I want to do it the proper way. I pay my taxes, but the governor has to actually acknowledge that there is a business here now.
No, wait. I don't understand what you're asking the governor's office to do.
I'm asking the governor's office to investigate. I mean, when they incarcerated me, that's federal money that each local facility got. I enjoy the benefit of a federal status, and I was incarcerated, and the locals did not notify the feds. They did not do it, and for 112 days, each county received money, rather than notifying the proper authorities, rather than looking at my documentations and making the proper.
All right, I can send this to the AG's office, but I still think this falls on the side of the law enforcement part. So why don't I hold off? I'll keep this here. You send me a detailed email specifically about what you want me to share with the Attorney General's office.
Yes, ma'am.
This whole thing about the governor acknowledging, I don't understand that. I mean, you've got a business and you've got to do your tax forms. You got to do your tax forms.
Right.
This part sounds. Again, even if it falls with, I think this ends up being on the criminal side of things for you to work out on that end, but I don't want to make that judgment. I'm not a lawyer. I don't have the legal background. I was in the legislature for 15 years, but I think we're better off with you specifically outlining to me in an email what you want me to share with the Attorney General's office.
Yes.
So we'll go from there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, take care.
Yes, sir. Bye.